I guess we're ranking the IB. Welcome to IB STUDYIN. I'm Jonah.
I'm Tom.
I'm Mia.
I'm Ariel.
And unlike the last IB STUDYIN, we are going to be doing this live and we will be going in order regarding to our school's IB subjects. So first, we have language A. So English. What do you guys think of English?
Well, personally, I think English is a good subject. It encourages you to read more and write essays, which is essential for applying for universities. So if you want to learn how to write your college application letters and look for recommendations, I feel like English teachers a very good resource to look for.
I'm the only SL.
So speaking from an HL, honestly, in terms of at least our school, the HL and SL difference isn't exactly much. So honestly, a lot of people take language HL because they need an HL. So if you need an HL that's not exactly the artist, this would be a pretty good subject. And what Tom said is true. So what ranking do you guys think?
I would say if it's in a good 6 or 7, I would say it's high 6, but not 7 yet.
Yeah, we gotta
Alright.
leave 7 for the really good ones.
Okay, so that's language on 7.
7?
Which one is language?
No, let's put it to 6 for now.
Okay.
We're 6 right now.
So Korean. None of us are Korean.
None of us are Korean. But from what I have seen the Korean students were doing, they were reading like novels and writing like a kind of like a text analysis. So it's kind of close to a grade 7, grade 8 class level in terms of English, but in Korean, of course. So I can't really make a comment about it, but that's just my personal observation.
So honestly, only Koreans take it. But what do you guys think?
Yeah, I've only seen the Korean teacher like once myself in all of my years here, but.
Are you even recording? Hold on, quick check. Okay, we are. Let's continue. Let's continue the study. So honestly, if you're not Korean, you're gonna fail this. I say bye bye diploma.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll say bye bye.
Sorry,
Can't
Koreans,
really-
bye bye diploma.
You just offended like a whole country. Let's go.
Where's Korean? There.
Okay, Filipino. So
That's a hard pass.
let's have Mia talk about it.
That's a hard pass for me. Okay,
What?
listen. I have a few friends in Filipino, but I don't actually hear about the subject much. I don't really see them do much, honestly. But
So it's like, if you're Filipino, it's practically just a free class.
Do they get like?
maybe.
Do they do well during the course?
I have no idea, bro.
Really? Oh,
So what ranking? You're the one who's like really passionate about this. What are you ranking in?
maybe we should add a tier. It's like just we don't know.
No, man. We gotta put it in rank.
All right,
I'd
all right.
say maybe a 4.
Cause like honestly, you only use Filipino in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Nowhere else. It's just a party trick maybe in the US. So 4. I'm saying I'm Filipino, so this is fine. Our language is specifically just for either in the Philippines or a party trick in the US. So you get free candies from Filipino citizens there.
Ooh, bias.
Okay, language B, Spanish. You're in Spanish.
So, as a Spanish student, I would have to say the jump between the ab initio Spanish, HL Spanish, and SL Spanish is incredibly large. So for ab initio, it's basically grade 10 Spanish honor, which is a high level, you can take it like that. And it's primarily learning of grammars and memorizing some vocabulary and sentence structures. So overall, the course is pretty easy if you have at least 1 or 2 years of Spanish experience prior to IB. But from what I've learned from the SL level, it gets to the hard part because the entire class is in Spanish. You're reading full-on essays in Spanish and writing everything in Spanish, which I just cannot do it on my own. So I have to say, I would have to give a maximum 4 personally.
Well, we're all just trashing
kind
the
of
languages.
harsh.
Aren't we supposed to be in the international school?
We are, but the thing about language is very personal oriented, which is like, because it depends on your own situation.
I think you've trashed on Spanish enough. You speak to an actual Spanish guy here.
Oh.
So, I think it's 4, but it has to be above Filipino.
Okay, what makes you say that?
Well,
I mean, it's more useful. Like, there's more people using Spanish.
political
honestly.
statement?
True.
Okay, which one is Spanish? You're the one who made their list.
I did, but this, I don't know, it's really weird. It is
Espanol.
Oh, here,
Espanol,
here.
this one.
Here
So
you
we're
go.
giving it a 4 or a 5.
4, but above Philippines.
Oh.
Okay,
Alright.
so a high 4.
Mandarin, we're all in Chinese. I'd say it's a free 6, honestly.
I think it's a pretty nice class.
It's not bad. It's just the workload. It's kind of
That's true.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, it's Chinese class. What do you expect? You're supposed to get homework every day.
Oh.
And we don't really get that much practice in oral, like until the very end, which is
That's
like
true.
the actual
We did in middle
class.
school though.
Yeah, a lot.
Middle school, but not really in IB. Well,
Yeah.
at least in our curriculum.
And I mean, everyone does so bad in Chinese B that you literally only need half to get like a 6.
Yeah.
So for that alone, I'm giving it a 6. A high 6.
Alright.
Alright.
6 Chinese.
And it's the most spoken language no.
Guys,
Exactly.
definitely not biased, okay?
That's
No
the first.
bias.
No bias, no bias.
Don't. That's
It's not like all 4 of us were in Chinese or anything.
It's
I'm
not
not in
like
Chinese though. I am Chinese.
okay, French.
You are Chinese too.
French.
We
Okay.
lived in China.
From what I heard about French, taking it from a senior who was actually a host of last year's IB STUDYIN, he specifically learned Spanish in the summer just to quit French in IB because he hated French. And from what he said, apparently it was so difficult. And I know my friend who can't speak French who only got a 5
Ooh.
because apparently it's one of the harder ones for in terms of all the Spanish.
Yeah.
But it is really useful if you're trying to go to Canada. So personally, if no one has an objection, I'd say it's like a high 4, but below Spanish.
True.
Makes
I think we
sense.
should bump Spanish to 5 instead then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because French is basically Spanish on steroid, from what I just heard.
Yeah.
Spanish.
There's Spanish.
That's
there's
Spanish. Move it up.
Then French is find a baguette.
This
Francais.
one. Francais.
Français.
Okay, we should probably not say that in front of the camera.
Here,
Above Filipino.
We should probably not.
Oh, this is recording, right? So like you can edit the clips.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So, we're actually in social science now, and we still have 3 minutes. Okay. So business management.
Okay. Anyone in business?
Okay, from what we hear, it's one of the hardest courses in our school. I every time I see a business student, they're always studying.
That's true.
Apparently, you have to answer the questions the same way it says in the textbook. I don't know, maybe that's just a rumor, but that's what I've heard.
Oh, that's kind of like science, like definitions, right?
Yeah, things like Mark
Yeah, but
said.
like word for word. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Sounds like-
and from what I heard, I keep hearing business students complaining. But if you are planning to go in that field, it is a definite must. But if you don't need to, from what I heard, don't take
The
it.
goal or the major that you're gonna do in university is going to be either like ranking up in companies that already exist or starting your own. Like, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of competitions
Right.
compared to other subjects and majors.
Because like many of the social sciences, it's like really content heavy. So
Yeah.
it's got a lot of writing, memorizing, and but like if you really understand it, then I guess it makes it a whole lot easier. Like especially the memorizing.
Okay, so what do you guys think? First, so you guys sound like you know more. What ranking do you think we're giving this?
I would have to say it's somewhere below Spanish, but I'm not sure about its rankings with
Maybe-
friends.
Maybe a 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're saving the sentence. Okay. We have 3 minutes to complete the first half. Okay.
All right.
2 minutes should be enough to go to your classes?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
3 more minutes. So next we have econ. Personally, I could take this.
All right.
I was supposed to take econ originally because all my brothers took it HL, but both of them were incredibly scarred and they got 6s, but they absolutely did not like all that much.
Do you know the difference between econs and business?
Econ is like business is you're thinking in the mindset of a manager. Econ is you're looking at statistics. Actually, no, wait. My second brother hated it. My first one loved it. But from what I hear, it's a lot of memorizing just like business and also math integrated. So it is kind of that bad. And cameo from business,
Oh yeah, this is a
So,
business management student.
econ,
I
all I'm
think
saying,
that's fun.
it's a hard subject, but you only take it when you actually need econ, honestly. So I'd say about the same as business. But I think
it's higher, to be honest.
Yeah, I think
So, like,
I think
okay.
econ is could have more application compared to business, because econ, like what Jonah said, is about analysis, and you don't have to be in a really high position of a company to
So high-
analyze the economy.
Just-
And sorry, I've been yapping now.
Okay. First of all, we'll cut to the next part, so we might change goals, but you're not an IB student unless you're spending it doing work. So, oh wow, we're all wearing different clothes.
Except me.
Oh,
Except me.
Except Mia.
she stayed in time. Okay, back on track. So we just ranked econ. A high five. That's higher than I remember it being. Okay, so now we're ranking geography. I believe you two are in geography. So what do you guys have to say first?
10 out of 10, easiest class you will take, literally.
What?
7.
Wait,
Really?
yeah. Hold on. Try to justify a little bit, no?
So
Okay.
most of geography is just common sense, to be honest. Like the cause and effect is just, for example, a lot of water means there's gonna be more food because you have more water for food, just stuff like that. And there's a bit of memorization, but not as much as other subjects.
Yeah, but what did you get on the recent test, huh?
I got the second highest score.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
okay.
That was a 6.
Oh.
6.
You said.
And what did you get?
So I'm guessing since both of us can't say anything, that's going to a 7.
Yes.
So next we have history HL, perfect 7 in history HL right now. All I'm saying is, honestly, if you want to go into fields like maybe law or it requires you to write, I'm telling you, history is the perfect class to take. Because it's a lot of, I guess, common sense. Okay, let me explain. Common sense because it gives you a source and then you just have to analyze it.
Yeah.
No, that goes with everything, but
Yeah.
you'll know what I mean because it's a lot for the papers. Unlike most history where it forces you to memorize this, vomiting stuff about history. This time you're talking about like an actual historian. You don't have to know like every single detail. You have to just know enough context to be able to prove your argument. Like maybe what factors put rise to the emerging authoritarian states, things like that. You just have to understand those contexts. No need to get over specific. So it's a very good writing class and personally my favorite subject. So I'm giving it a 7. All I'm saying.
History is fun. That's the best part. It's not boring memorization.
No,
Exactly.
learning about trench foot scarred me for life.
But that's non-IB history. This is history HL.
Yeah.
Where we're going to like long-term causes,
If you-
things like that, expansion.
If you want like basic idea for history study, you could just look at YouTube videos.
Hold on, we have 13 minutes left of lunch. We do not want another costume change. Okay, so history is going to 7. Personally, I think it's better than Geo.
Yeah, I would say it's better than Geo.
Boom. So next we have digital society.
I don't think anyone took
I don't think anybody took digital.
Okay, so what?
Oh.
No, I'm not in digital society. It's
Computer
so-
science?
I don't think there's much people who pick
I
digital
think
society.
only 5 people. I know only like 4 people are in the
People
class.
take the class?
I didn't even know the class
I
existed
didn't even
until
know
now.
people took the class.
I thought they took it out because no one.
Like it's like what happened with theater in our batch. I was the one who signed up, so they removed it for this batch and the next one.
Oh,
They
and
were-
the next.
Yeah,
That's
They
sad.
removed it to spite you.
in spite of me.
Yes.
I'm too goated at theater.
Alright.
But okay, we're going off track. But digital society, from what I heard, you're just yapping about how technology's affected society.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't see the point of the class.
Uh,
I say bye-bye diploma.
okay, I mean, sure.
Alright.
Bye-bye diploma. Sorry, digital society students.
Bye-bye.
Okay, next we have psychology. Who's taking psychology?
You?
No?
No.
I take Geo.
I don't take psychology.
No,
Okay.
okay. So I know a few people that take psychology, and from their notes, they have like 200 like vocabularies they have to learn that's specific to the subject. So I don't know. It's kind of memorizing a lot of them.
Yeah, my
So,
mom
yeah.
took psychology when she was in the IB. She had a whole textbook that she had to memorize. It's probably different now. Definitely different now, but
Yeah.
still requires a lot of memorization.
Yeah, my sister also took it, like, for IB, and it's just a whole lot of memorization.
And the smartest person in the batch got a B plus in one of the tests. That's all I'm gonna say.
But you have to forget, you have to know it's the most popular subject, social science, in our batch. So that has something to do with it. And I also have a brother who took it, who doesn't like studying, but for some reason enjoyed psychology. So I think that's a testament to at least give it like a low 6.
I would say a high 5.
What do you guys think?
I think low 6.
Yeah, 6.
Low 6, okay.
6. All right.
It's definitely one of the more important social sciences. Now to the sciences. Bio-HL! Bio-HL!
Do not take it.
No. You have to listen to me. It's same thing with history. IB pushes you to think outside of just vomiting information. Personally, that was what shocked me. Because biology HL forces you to memorize, but you have to think critically. You go outside the stereotype where bio students just memorize and get a good grade. No. Memorizing isn't enough anymore. Being able to actually apply what you're learning is the big step in bio-HL. Granted, there's a lot of topics, and for one unit alone, I had to study 400 slides on just respiration.
Ooh.
It's definitely a tough cookie. All I'm saying is, if you don't like bio or memorizing, then you're gonna hate the class. All I'm saying, which is half my class. But if you do enjoy it like me, who isn't planning to go into STEM, then it's definitely going to be something you genuinely enjoy. Honestly, it's my second favorite class.
That's bold. Okay.
It's very famous in our batch. Well,
Yeah.
that's mostly because
Because they removed sports science.
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah, all the people
Some-
who wanted to take sports science moved to bio.
Oh.
Out of that, I think it's at least a mid-6 bio. It's given a 6. Now we have a few more, and we're still good in time.
And chemistry. Chemistry.
I'm just
The
joking.
scourge of the grades, literally. Do we even have anyone beside like the top students who get like a good scoring percentage wise? Like the highest I know is like a 6, but almost everybody I know gets like a low 6.
Just saying, the highest score I've ever gotten in chemistry is an 89.
Oh!
yeah, it's that bad, and
Yeah.
it's curved too.
I'm gonna
Curved,
say for
yes.
bio.
And like almost everyone here like were A students like before entering IB, so the shock is definitely there.
But the tests are cumulative, so you'd think that it's bad, but like the fact that it's cumulative, like you get to refer back to your old, you get to refresh all of the old things you learned, so that's pretty useful.
Yes, it is accumulative. You get to refer to the. It's good for remembering the lessons, but the thing is, the test is like 20 pages long for us.
Also bio, bro.
Like, how do you honest? I got the test. It was freaking hard when I tried to like move it. That's how.
I think it's a skill issue, man. Okay, so what's the ranking? What's the ranking?
All right. I would say it's above biology.
No. I'm gonna kill you.
Nah, high 5.
No.
What do you Ariel, you'll
I
make
think
it.
high 5.
High five.
L down.
High 5.
It's L.
I
High
personally.
5.
I think it's above econ for sure, though.
Yeah.
There's more use to chem than econ.
Really?
My opinion. Okay, next physics. You're in physics. And
Physics.
All of you guys are physics.
That's science.
Love
If
it,
we-
but it's just hard. Really.
Yeah. The thing about
Hard.
physics is that there's memorizing, not as much as the others, but the concepts are sometimes hard to memorize. So, for example, one of our unit was D1. It's about gravitation, like orbit. It was really hard for me to understand, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, it's like there's some concepts are harder to grasp than the others, and like the tests are like, especially the final like exam, like the one with everything in it, is like really hard. But like some of the students in our class like did really well, so it's just a matter of like always revising, and then like also know your definitions a lot. So like in physics, you have to know the definitions, concepts, formula. It seems easy, like if you just list that out, but really it isn't. But it's still fun,
Yeah, it's easy when you actually like the subject.
Sorry, what's the ranking? Sorry, we're really short time.
I would have to say above biology.
6, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
Oh, it's gonna turn off. It's gonna turn off.
Although
Okay.
it is hard, I think it is still doable, at
Okay.
least compared to biology.
Okay, it's a 6.
Computer science.
Comp sci, yeah.
Kansai.
I am in HL. There's a lot of memorization,
As with all science.
but you also have to code. I mean, I've gotten pretty good grades so far. I'd say it's a 6. Our teacher
Boxing
said that usually his students get either a 6 and it's sometimes very rare a 7. So I'd say 6, yeah.
A high 6, I would say.
Okay. So above physics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one is comp sci?
But you really need to
That one.
you really need to listen to what the teacher's saying, or else you're gonna miss stuff, and it's just gonna be really hard to catch up.
Okay. So, sorry, just so we're good on time. Next one, final science, sports sci.
Nobody
You-
took it.
No one took it,
No
but
one took
from
it.
what I heard, it's the easiest science. It's a science you take if you don't want to take science.
Yeah.
So, I'd say it's a 4. Honestly.
4.
It's a lot of memorization, but like it's not as tough as other sciences. So I'd say like a high 4, yeah.
You
Yeah,
sound
that's
awfully like somebody who takes it.
I have friends who took sports
Who
sci
wanted to take?
and who
wait.
wanted to take, and like seniors from last year.
Okay.
Okay, next math, AA. Oh, you said
The
AA.
best math.
Really?
It's the hardest, but
Arguably.
I would say it's the hardest because the first half is easy because it's all concept review and like a little more in depth. The second half, when calculus introduced, it becomes a little bit harder because there's a lot of you can use a lot of concept for a single question, which is what drives the difficulty up. So, but I would say it's better than AI because was our AI HO disbanded because everybody
Because everyone quit.
yeah.
That's true.
And then they had to switch to AA and restart from the top.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, I would definitely put it above AI just because of that.
I
Okay.
agree.
So what tier is it?
I would say it's probably lower than bio because it's difficult, especially if you haven't done
Okay.
an honors math before.
Below 6. Okay, so next. Okay, we're still good on time. We have a few minutes. Let's speed run this. AI. All I'm saying, if you don't plan on going STEM, honestly, I took AI because I didn't want to take math, and I'm doing fairly well. I'm getting like 5 or 6s. If you take AISL, you take it because you don't need math. And honestly, I'm getting like B plus A minus grades, and I'm without studying. So.
Wow, that's pretty good.
So
I thought it was good
now
for I thought it was
studying.
good for business and econ too.
I mean, yeah, because it goes statistics. But
And
also,
yeah.
I gave a high 5, but below chem.
Yeah.
Okay, last 2. We need to speed run this. We have 7 minutes.
All right.
Okay, music 7.
Music only a 7 if you're good at composing music, especially with digital devices.
Yeah.
For me, I'm more of a performer than a composer, so I was struggling, especially with managing the time and subjects. But for people like Jonah here, he's actually good at composing, so he will have a really good time at it.
So it really depends if you actually like music. Totally take music if you actually like it, because it forces you to, I guess, study music in a very interdisciplinary kind of way. Because it forces you to be a researcher, performer, and composer. You research about music, you have to compose about music, and you have to actually perform it continuously. And it is it takes long time, but it does require time. So I give high 6. Let's rush to BA.
On top of English?
Top of English.
On top of English.
Actually, no, below English.
Below English.
Okay, visual arts. What do you guys think? No one takes it.
No.
Haha.
Oh.
I don't take visual
don't
arts,
take it.
but I have a lot of friends that do. We have a lot of friends that do. So they just went on a field trip yesterday.
Mm.
I'd say that the workload is high. I can't really say
Yeah.
anything, but
It
I know
is.
that my friends struggle with the
Yeah.
workload. But I mean, they said that the FTCs get easier and stuff. The writing gets easier,
Right.
but it's just a whole lot of work.
And my brother even had to drop one of his HLs because he took 4 initially, and then he had to drop down to 3, and in order to keep his art HL.
Okay, so I'm sorry we're short of time, but on that note, what do you guys give it a ranking, the 2 of you? Because we can't talk.
Yeah, we
about
can't
this.
really talk about it.
Low 6?
Yeah, I was
Low
gonna say high
6.
5.
High 5 or low 6?
high 5?
High 5.
Say
Below
high
chemistry.
5. High 5.
Below.
I think
Chem.
above chemistry. Above.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Okay, so that's our ranking, and hopefully she edits all the rankings in. So that's IB tier list, and you're not an IB student unless you need to spend your lunches doing work.
Exactly.
And that's IB studying. I'm Jonah.
Haven't started.
I'm
I'm
Jonah.
Tom.
Mia.
I'm Ariel.
Goodbye.